Hello students, today I am going to start a new chapter of subject science, chapter number 15, that is some natural phenomena. This is your lecture number 1. Topics to be discussed in this lecture are, first is lightning and second is electrical charge, and after that interaction of charges. So we will cover these three topics in this lecture. So students, you have learnt about floods and drought in the previous classes. Now in this chapter, we will discuss about two other natural phenomenon, that is lightning and earthquake. So first of all, we will discuss about the lightning, that what is lightning and how it is observed. You might have seen sparks on an electric pole when wires become loose. And this phenomenon is quite common in rainy season or when wind is blowing and shaking the wires. And you might also have seen sparks when a plug is loose in its socket. Right? So lightning is also an electric spark, but on a huge scale, means on a large scale. So what is lightning? Lightning is an electric spark on a large scale or huge scale. But now the question is, how lightning is observed? This lightning phenomenon is first observed by a scientist whose name is Benjamin Franklin in 1752, and he observed this phenomena by doing an experiment. Okay. He was flying a kite during a thunderstorm and he attached the kite, this is a kite, okay, and he attached the kite to a silk string. This is a silk string and tied an iron key at the other end, and he tied a thin metal wire from the key in this way. This is a thin metal wire which is attached to the key, and insert it into a jar, and he also attached a silk ribbon to the key. This is a silk ribbon. Benjamin flew the kite by holding on to the silk ribbon. And after some time, when he brought his fingers near the key, he saw an electric spark between the key and his fingers. This electric spark is lightning. And in this way, Benjamin Franklin observed lightning phenomena by doing this experiment. From lightning phenomenon, a new term is introduced, that is electrical charges. So now we will learn about that what are electrical charges. So students, ancient Greeks discovered a strange property of amber. What is amber? A hard yellowish brown substance which is used in making jewelry or decorative objects. So ancient Greece discovered a strange property of amber. Now what is that property? They found that when amber is rubbed with a cloth, it can attract nearby bits of straw. But now a question arises in our mind, that why the amber attract nearby bits of straw? How it's possible? So they made an observation, they come to a conclusion on the basis of their experiments that when two bodies are rubbed against each other, both of them, means both bodies, acquire some charge, and that charge is called as positive charge, whose sign is this plus sign is positive charge, and negative charge, and negative charge is represented by the sign minus. Okay, means when two bodies are rubbed against each other, both bodies acquire some charge, and that charge may be positive charge and may be negative charge. And such bodies are called charged bodies. Okay, means the bodies which are rubbed against each other, they become charged. That's why they are called charged bodies. On rubbing each other, some charges accumulate on two bodies. So these bodies are called charged bodies. Okay. So in this way, we have learned that there are two types of charge. First is positive charge and second is negative charge. Okay, positive charge is represented by plus sign and negative charge is represented by the minus sign. So students, now we will try to know the interaction of charges. Means how these two charges interact with each other. It means when positive and positive charge or negative and negative charge come close to each other, then what type of behavior they show, and when positive and negative charge come close to each other, then how they interact. Basically, now we are studying the interaction of charges or interaction between charges, means the interaction between the positive and negative charge. So let us perform an activity to see what happens if two charges come close to each other. Means how the charges interact with each other. So students, our activity number 1 is to know about the interaction between charges. So for doing this activity, take two inflated balloons and hang them in such a way that they do not touch each other as shown in this figure. Now rub both the balloons with a woolen cloth. Okay, rub both the balloons with a woolen cloth and release them. So what do you observe? When you release the balloons, you will observe that some charge is accumulated on the balloons on rubbing with a woolen cloth. Means now your balloons changed into charged balloons. When you rub these balloons with a woolen cloth, some charge is accumulated on both the balloons. Okay, and when you release it for some time, you will observe that the charged balloon, this is a charged balloon and this is a charged balloon, and same kind of charge is accumulated on both the balloons because both the balloons are rubbed with the woolen cloth. That's why same kind of charge is accumulated on the balloon, either the positive charge or the negative charge. So you will observe that a charged balloon repelled the another charged balloon. Okay, this charged balloon repelled the other charged balloon. Like it is shown in this figure, they are repelling each other. Okay, they try to move in different direction, in opposite direction. It means what? One charged balloon repel the other charged balloon. So why it happens? Because of charge. But what kind of charge? Same charge. Same charge is accumulated on both the balloons on rubbing with a woolen cloth. It means what? That the same charges or same charged bodies repel each other. Means our conclusion is like charges or same charges repel each other. Means positive and positive charge and negative charge repel each other. Okay, this is our conclusion, and this is a property of charge that like charges repel each other. Similarly, if we repeat this activity by using two pen refills, means if we are taking 2 pen refills and we rub the refills with polythene, then again same charge is accumulated on the refill and we will observe that a charged refill repelled another charged refill. Why? Because same kind of charge is accumulated on both the refills by rubbing with a polythene. It means what? Like charges always repel each other. Okay. Now what happens when the charges are not same? When the charges are not of same kind. So to study the behavior of unlike charges, we will perform another activity. Okay. Now this time take a inflated balloon. Okay. And rub this balloon with the woolen cloth and take a refill and rub this refill with polythene. So when you bring the balloon near the refill, you will observe that they attract to each other. But why it happens? Because when you rub the balloon with a woolen cloth, some charge is accumulated on the balloon. Means now the balloon is a charged balloon, and when you rub the refill with a polythene, then some charge is accumulated on the refill also. But now this time the charge accumulated on the refill and the charge accumulated on the balloon are not of same kind. Okay. If positive charge is accumulated on the balloon, it means what? There is a negative charge on the refill. Okay. It means what? They are not of same kind. Charges are not of same kind. And when the charges are not of same kind, it means the charges are not same on the balloon and the refill. And when the charges are not same, means in case of unlike charges, they attract each other. Okay. So we came to a conclusion that unlike charges attract each other. Okay. Unlike charges attract each other. Suppose if a charge is positive and negative charge attract each other, negative and positive charge attract each other. Okay. So how the charges interact with each other? Like charges repel each other. Okay. Like the positive and positive charge repel each other. Negative charge repel each other. Okay. And unlike charges attract each other. Like positive and negative charge. This is a sign of positive charge and this is a sign of negative charge. So positive and negative charge attract each other. Similarly, negative and positive charge attract each other. So these are also called the property of charges, that like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Okay. Students, we can do many other activities to show that like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Suppose if we are taking 2 glass rods and rub them with a piece of silk cloth. Okay. And we are suspending one rod with a silk thread. Now look at this picture. This is a glass rod. This is also a glass rod. Okay. Now we are suspending one rod with a silk thread. This is a silk thread. This is a rod. This is the other glass rod. And we rub the glass rod with a piece of silk cloth. And after rubbing, we are suspending one rod, okay, to a stand. Now, bring the other glass rod near this rod. You will observe that the suspended glass rod moves away from the other glass rod. Okay. I am repeating, you will observe that the suspended glass rod, this is a suspended glass rod, moves away from this glass rod. when we bring this glass rod near this rod. Now recall what you have learned about charges. That like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Now, if this rod moves away from the other glass rod, it means what? The glass rod, when rubbed with silk, acquires same type of charge. Okay, when these glass rods rubbed with silk, they acquire same type of charge. That's why they repel each other. Okay. And now remember this point, that the charge acquired by glass rod when it is rubbed with silk is called positive charge. Means when we rub the glass rod with silk cloth, then some positive charge is accumulated on the glass rod like this. Some positive charge accumulated on the glass rod, and when we bring this glass rod near the suspended glass rod, then this rod moves away from the other glass rod. Okay, so it will show that like charges repel each other. Okay, now consider the other case. Now this time take a glass rod and a ebonite rod and rub this glass rod with silk cloth and suspend it with a silk thread. Okay, and rub this ebonite rod with a piece of fur. And now bring this ebonite rod near the suspended charged glass rod, because this rod is rubbed with a piece of cloth. So now it is a charged glass rod. So bring this charged ebonite rod near the suspended charged glass rod. You will observe that the suspended glass rod gets attracted towards the ebonite rod. Okay, this suspended glass rod gets attracted to the charged ebonite rod. It will attract towards the ebonite rod. And if they are attracting towards each other, then it means the charge accumulated on both the rods are not same. The first thing that we conclude from this activity is that the charge on both the rods are not same. Okay, and secondly, they have opposite and unlike charges as they attract each other. Okay, they have opposite, or we can say they have unlike charges because they are attracting towards each other. And the charge acquired by ebonite rod when it is rubbed with fur is called negative charge. Means when we rub the ebonite rod with fur, then negative charge is accumulated on the ebonite rod. Okay, what type of charge is accumulated on ebonite rod? Negative charge. So if negative charge is accumulated on this rod, so we can say that positive charge is on the glass rod. Why positive charge? Because glass rod is attracted towards the ebonite rod, and it happens always in case when the charges are not same. So if a negative charge is present on the ebonite rod, then we can say there is a positive charge on the glass rod. Okay, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. I hope you have understood about the interaction of charges. So students, this is your homework. Question number 1 is, what do you mean by charged bodies? Okay. Question number 2 is, name kinds of charges. Means types of charges. Okay. Third question is, state 2 properties of charges. Okay. Question number 4, true, false. First statement is like charges attract each other. Second is a charged glass rod attract a charged plastic straw. You have to write true or false. Okay. Question number 5. When a glass rod is rubbed with a piece of silk cloth, the rod, options are, there are 4 options. First option is the rod and the cloth both acquire positive charge. Second option, becomes positively charged while cloth has a negative charge. Third option, and the cloth both acquire negative charge. And last option is becomes negatively charged while cloth has a positive charge. So there are 5 questions in homework which you have to do in your fair notebook today. Okay. So this ends for today's lecture. Thank you.